And the Lakers all decked out as they made their way off the bus and into the arena earlier on. And the game arrival sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, basketball fans. It's the Los Angeles Lakers matched up against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Well, for Milwaukee, they went 2-0 against this team last season, looking to continue that string of victories tonight. And we'll see two of the league's best defensive teams. Kenny, when you were playing, which were some of the best defenses you faced?
Oh, that we faced, because we were a good defensive team ourselves. But I would say those 90s Bulls, of course. The bad boys, without question, in Detroit.
Speaking of
and
Detroit.
Utah. Don't sleep on Utah.
Yeah. Speaking of Detroit, Ben Wallace, boys are no joke. And the Spurs, Texas Towers, David Robinson, Tim Duncan.
That wraps it up for here. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you later on.
Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of Lake Michigan on a cloudless day. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
More than 40 years ago, the Oscar Robertson rule ushered in the new era of free agency in the NBA. In the last decade, players have taken personal agency. They've pulled up stakes and forced trades in search of an ideal environment. Now, sometimes for teams on the losing end of that, it's a bitter pill to swallow. But this is the new reality of the NBA. Kevin?
It is indeed, D.A. Thank you. A chance here to rank the top rookies in the NBA. The race for the Rookie of the Year. How about these guys? Oh, what a group. You look at Fresh. Well, he's shown he's a force as we move along in the meat of the season, sitting pretty at that #1 spot now, and it's his race to lose.
And this is just a special player. No question he should be favored for the Rookie of the Year award at this point.
I diddle. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us. And from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
Over the course of a long season, injuries will happen. Still plenty of time left, and the race is for those who can endure.
On our sideline. Now let's take a look at the top rookies in the league. Our rankings here for the race for Rookie of the Year. Distinction every young player would love to have. Take a look at Jordan. He's been just what his team has needed as he comes in, and he has played wonderfully through the start of his career. And now he sits at #4.
And that's a pretty good position he's in at #4. What do you guys think? Will he be higher or lower on that list once we get through the second half of the season?
Well, it depends on how prepared he is for the length of an NBA season. I mean, from the physical aspect, it's hard on some rookies, but if he stays healthy and fresh and focused, I think he'll be moving up.
And now the Lakers starting group. We've got Rodgers. Newman is out there with Silk. Then it's Vincent, and it's Sims in at the point. And for Milwaukee, they've got Jackson. Jordan is out there with Money. Then it's Fresh, and it's Howard in at the center position. Here's Sims. The pass to Vincent. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Passes it to Rodgers. Here's Vincent. 6 on the shot clock. Howard against Rodgers. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. And in constructing lineups, Chris, there's often the dilemma of choosing rim protection versus floor spacing. To you, what matters most?
Well, to me, what matters most is floor spacing. A defense is not overrated. I'm not saying that, but it doesn't matter if you have defense and you can't score. Scoring is just as important, and you have to put pressure on that defense by scoring. And even if you have a shot blocker, what if I have guys that like shoot it outside and don't come to the rim? Right. And I've already taken that shot blocker out of the game. So it's all about offense, having a balanced offense, and then guys willing to listen, pay attention to the details, and be engaged on the defensive end.
Here's Sims following the 3 by Milwaukee. Here is Rogers. He's coming off a 10-point game against Indiana.
And that didn't come at the cost of his defense. In fact, I think it fed his defense. He had 4 steals in that game.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the defense.
Lakers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
And for the Lakers, 6 straight seasons outside the playoffs. Can you believe it's the worst record in the NBA over that span? I mean, for the league's premier franchise, it's not what they're accustomed to.
And both free throws good for Sims. And the Lakers have an illustrious past, Chris, but they can't rest on their laurels.
Yeah, you're right, Kev. Teams around the league are getting more advanced with their scouting. The Lakers taking steps to ensure they remain on the cutting edge.
Now here's Jackson, who provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. To the inside, Jordan, and he uses the glass on the layup. Jordan's got 5 points so far.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Pass to Rogers. Rebounded by the Bucks. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's Ryder. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
Yeah, and defensively, you like to see a greater effort to change ends.
Here's Sims. He's coming off a 19-point game against Indiana. Here's Stephens. Pass to Sims. Rogers. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Milwaukee. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
And when they kept getting all those gifts, they took advantage. Turnovers don't mean anything unless you turn them into points.
Now here's Jordan. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Vincent. Here's the pass to Stevens. Over Jackson. Stephens can't get it to go.
Oh, you hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
Ryder, then the pass to Jordan. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Good on the bucket. He has 7.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Here is Rogers. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Sims, the pass to Rogers. Count that one. Rogers has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, GA, I mean, great look, high percentage shot. That's the efficiency you're looking to establish.
Now here's Jackson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Here's Stevens. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Jordan, the pass to Davidson. Now Howard. The Bucks working the ball around. Outside Jordan. Jackson against Rogers. Here's Howard. This is his first free throw of the game.
At the line for 2.
And the first one drops. And so Howard nails both of them. The Lakers trail. Here's Stephens. Really struggled in the loss against Indiana. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Outside Jordan. Passes to Davidson. Here's Ryder. And Silk gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Carter, he's checked in for the Lakers. On the wing, Jackson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And it's blocked. Here's Sims. Carter outside. Rogers against Howard. Rogers passes to Sims. 5 to shoot. Pass to Newman. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Drains the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Jordan. He's got 7. Right wing. Here's Davidson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Carter looking around. Over Howard. A nice shot by Carter. Carter's got his second bucket of the night.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Yeah, the defender just couldn't quite close the gap all the way and got burned for it.
Now here's Jordan. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. It's blocked. They retain possession. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. The Bucks shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Hammonds, he's checked in for Jackson. Big Dog comes in for Money. And Walker's subbed in for Jordan. Injuries can play such a big part in a player's career. Which guys strike you, Chris, as the biggest what-if stories had they stayed healthy?
Wow. I mean, you got to start, in my mind, I got to go to, a guy like a Grant Hill. He was Mr. Triple-Double. He and Jason Kidd, to me, were almost the same players, just in different bodies. When Grant started his career off in Detroit, and to see him get injured, man, that just hurt me because he had so much potential. Even though he had a great career, I still think about him. How about Greg Oden? He got hurt in his senior year, had to shoot free throws with his left hand, and then he comes into the league, and the big fella just had to battle injuries, and feel sorry for that big fella because he was so skilled in the game.
Just 5 to shoot. Fresh can't get it to go. The Lakers have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Here's Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Here is Howard following the bucket by the Lakers. And the pass to Big Dog. Beyond the arc. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, so far, both teams have been outstanding at the offensive end. We've got a lot of game left to play.
Now here is Carter. He's got 7. Pass to Macon. Here's Vincent. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's Carter, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And it's time for a look at our rookie leaderboard to see which rookies have been the most dangerous scorers in the league over the last 10 games. You look at Fresh, a top 5 scorer in the league. What a player he is.
That's just an impressive scoring run. And guys, I don't think he's done. He's got a lot more where that came from.
And the first one at the line is good. Los Angeles making a switch here. Collins is checked in. Carter hits them both. And Walker's got the ball here for the Milwaukee Bucks. Trailing by 2. Now here's Fresh. He's guarded closely. Tipped away. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious 2-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Stolen by Fresh. One-on-one fast break. Lays it up off the glass. Fresh has got 6.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
Outside Collins. Carter outside. Passes it to Rogers. Kicks it to Collins. 6 to shoot. Here's Macon. No good that time. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Jackson.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And that one falls for Howard. off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. What do you think about some of the most powerful dunks, Chris? The tomahawk jam reigning supreme. Do you prefer the one-handed or the two-handed jam? You did both so well.
You know what? I prefer a body-to-body dunk. Like you would Rose did on Jokic back in the day. Oh my goodness, off the two. Or how about Jordan playing against Atlanta when he pump fakes it with one hand like he's going to shoot it, goes down the lane and dunks on Tree Rollins. Just incredible. Or Blake Griffin dunking on anyone, or Giannis dunking on anyone, or Embiid dunking on anyone. Or how about LeBron dunking on anyone? So me, I just want the showmanship. Doesn't matter if it's one hand, two hands, two legs, one leg, 360, or straight body to body. Just give me something. Yeah. Give me something.
I like that.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. And he sinks the second. Milwaukee in the lead. Outside, Walker. Pass to Hammond. Rodgers against Howard. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Big dog. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here's Crawford. Out to Carter for the 3. Walker with the rebound. Milwaukee's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Offline with his 3.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding high percentage shots.
Carter outside. 1:24 left in the first. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
He's not easing his way into this game. He's coming out hot. 4 for 5 right out the gate.
Howard finds Walker. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Hammonds passes to Big Dog. And it's off from 3-point range. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Lakers. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it'll be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
Yeah, should be a fun game to watch. I mean, 2 teams that don't see each other that much. They'll learn a lot about each other tonight.
And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And the Bucks, they're shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Big Dog, the pass to Walker. The pass to Howard. Here's Big Dog, down to 5 on the shot clock. They could use a bucket. Tie game in Milwaukee. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Bucks shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Bucks, The closer is out there with Hammonds. Then it's Fresh. Then there's the waiter. And it's Big Dog in at the 2-guard spot. And here we go. Steffens can't get it to go.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Oh, man, you just want to go find some place to hide, man. It's almost impossible to miss that.
An even 3-on-3 break from about 19 feet. The rebound by the Bucks. Howard's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Big Dog. It's deflected. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Stevens. And the Lakers with another miss. For Milwaukee, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Howard, his shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Collins against Walker. Collins in the post. Shoots from 12. Almost, but it rolls out.
For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that was a stunner.
Here's Davidson. Offensive rebound. Howard misses.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Here's Steffens. Wide open. Here's Crawford. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Crawford's got it all tied up now for the Lakers. The Bucks have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Crawford against Walker. Poked away. Crawford with the steal. Pass to Collins. Takes the 13-footer. Here's Rogers. Drops in the layup for 2. Rogers has got 9 points.
Straight up effort gets him those points. That's what it's all about on the offensive glass.
Pass to Davidson. Here's Hammonds, guarded by Crawford. Here's Hammonds. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Dallas. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Big Dog. And the Bucks miss again.
His touch has been off tonight, and now his judgment is off too. I mean, come on. It's not a smart shot.
Collins against Walker. Left side, Collins. Sweet little floater. And it's a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about fear.
Pass to Big Dog. A floater. Here's Davidson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. While the NBA is entertaining, you know, Chris, it also can have a very social impact in a positive ways. Guys like Kyle Korver have spoken out. The Jazz took action last season. Chris, how do you feel the league has responded to issues like discrimination?
Well, I think the league has done a wonderful job, better than any league. First of all, we acknowledge it. You don't just throw it under the rug and say there's no problem here. And that may be the toughest, to be able to acknowledge that. And then secondly, to make quick, sweeping decisions, I think has also been awesome too. But I don't think any league in the history of sports has had more players speak up for issues in society than ours. Let's go back to Bill Russell and others, the way that they started the game and came in. We have to love it, and I love the fact that the league is not scared of the narrative, and we work together. And by the way, that Kyle Korver article was so awesome. It was so vulnerable for him to write that. And when you have players like that, no matter what color, that are selfless to speak out to make society better, then it's not just good for the game, but it's great for all of us. So kudos to Kyle, the Jazz, and everyone doing all they can do to make things better for everyone.
Absolutely.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop. And he hasn't been able to do much damage outside the three-point line. Just one triple for him in the game, and that was back in the first quarter.
Here's Sims. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Jacks up a three. They get it back. Crawford. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Lakers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Not a strong suit for this group, just around 71%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. That one misses. Lakers leading by 5. Here's Sims. The pass to Newman. They shoot again. Rebound, Milwaukee. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Now here's Jordan. 7 points in the game, and it's good. 2 points.
And he's not going to pass up that one. And trust me, he shouldn't. He's solid from that in-between there.
Sims, the pass to Crawford. He kicks it to Sims. To the middle. Here's Vincent. And the rejection by Jackson. And Jordan has it in the corner. Crawford with the rebound. Crawford's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Steffens. He's covered by Fresh. It's tipped. Inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. A chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
Take a look at Jordan. He's there in the top 10 in the Eastern Conference voting. The fans have really gotten behind him.
And that's the way it should be. Kevin, you could make a case that he should be a starter, but there's just so many great players in the East. Just being in the top 10 shows how much respect the fans have for him.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. Carter, he's checked in for the Lakers. Here's Steffens. He has 6. And here's Carter. Lock at 6. Pass to Vincent. There's the triple. Buries the long-range jumper. Vincent's got his first 3 points of the game.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Timeout called, the Bucks. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up. Some numbers for money. This past month, he's really set himself apart, averaging about 18 points per, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. When you have a shooter like him off the bench, it makes scoring so much easier for the bench.
Yeah, when he's taking on the scorer's role for that second unit, then the others can go focus on what they naturally do best.
Now here's Jordan. 9 points in the game so far. Out to the right wing. Passes it to Ryder. A 3. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Here's Sims. Here's Carter. He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And Silk gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. The Bucks trail. Here's Ryder. A 14-point game for him in the win against Dallas.
And there was a lot he gave him on that other end of the floor. Don't forget about that. His defense was a big factor. He ended up with 3 steals.
Here's Stephens. Carter outside. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Jordan kicks to Hammond. Pass to Ryder. Down low, here's Jordan. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Jordan's got 11 points.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Jordan against Carter. Over Jordan. And the rejection by Jackson. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Bucks. They trail by 1. And that one's good. Fresh. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Now here is Carter. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis. Now the pass to Sims. Here's Vincent. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. For Los Angeles, they have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
makes the first. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Jordan with it. He's got 11. To the paint. Here's Davidson. Banked in off the glass. Fresh has got 6 here in this quarter.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Carter outside. Pass to Stephens. Jackson against Carter. Shot clock at 6. Looking to get back on track here. Stephens can't get it to go. Milwaukee in the lead. Outside Jordan. Passes it to Hammonds. Back to Jordan. From the arc. Rebounded by the Lakers. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, they couldn't do any better than a shooting percentage in the low 30s on that night, guys. And that's pretty much a death sentence.
Well, it all starts with ball movement. When your percentage is that low, you know you're not moving it well enough. You're not getting your guys open shots.
The Lakers have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Carter. A different look for Milwaukee. The closer comes in for Hammonds. And it's Big Dog in for Fresh. The Lakers also with the sub. Rogers is checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Jackson dishes to Jordan. There's the lob to Jackson. Outside for Jordan. 5 on the clock. Jackson trying to break free. Jordan's shot is off.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jump.
Pass to Vincent. Carter with the bounce pass. Rogers against Jackson. And there's the pass to Sims. Got a piece of it. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at the Lakers. They're sitting pretty, second place, and looking to take the top spot.
You know, for Los Angeles, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
Well, yeah, Greg, I mean, they had a plan coming into the year. I mean, they stuck to it, and it's worked to perfection.
Now here's Jackson. There's the lob to Jackson. A shot missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
No, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Sims, the pass to Carter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Lakers have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
Shoot 2.
That's good from Carter. Milwaukee making a switch here. Walker's checked in, and then for Los Angeles, Bacon's checked in, and Collins subbed in for Big Daddy. Carter hits them both. 1:21 left now here in the second. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure. That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Pass to Rogers. Here's Macon. No points in the game yet for him. Clock at 6. Here is Rogers. Lays it up and banks it in. Rogers has got the lead up to 5 now for the Lakers.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The kick out to Walker. There's 39 seconds left in the first half. Passes it to Bigman. The Bucks working the ball around. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Here's Jackson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Jackson's got 4 points this quarter. Lakers leading by 3. Outside Collins. Pass to Rogers. To Collins, pulls it up. Top of the key jumper, no good. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Lakers on top. They're up by 3. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. They had a slight edge on the scoreboard in the second quarter, but only by the slimmest of margins. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, they're doing a great job of pushing the action and getting to the foul line. They aren't just pulling up for uncontested shots. They're making the defense react to them in transition, on the dribble, and with those quick cuts. They're in attack mode. That's dangerous. To beat them, you need to force them to play more defensively.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Bucks.
Their three-point shooting in the first half, atrocious. Look, ugly, awful, nasty. It's not that they're just missing shots. It's like they just keep taking the shots. Oh, hold on, Ernie. Hey, you! Whatever your number is, stop shooting the 3. See, Ernie? That's all the coach got to do. Tell them stop shooting the 3. Pass, cut, work together, do something.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Bottom's having a dominant impact in this game.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Yeah, I mean, showing that tenacity both mentally and physically.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Bucks trail by 3. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. They've got Vincent. Silk is out there with Rogers. Then it's Newman, and it's Sims in at the point guard. They get the rebound. Davidson. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Fresh has got 14 points for the game.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
Here's Steffens. Looking to get it going. Up and in on the layup. He's got 8.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Ryder, then the pass to Walker. Fresh with the ball. The pass to Howard. Here's Ryder. And he banks in the layup.
Now, with all the intensity he plays with, boxing him out is a chore, a tough one.
The Lakers in the lead. Here's Sims. The shot's good from Rogers. 90 seconds now into the second half. Pass to Fresh. It's deflected. Here's Steffens. 8 points for him. Down low. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
It tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his troubles tonight.
Lakers leading by 3. Stolen by Jackson. Now Walker. He is still scoreless so far in this one. Now here's Fresh. Guarded closely. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Passes to Stevens. Shot clock at 5. Whistle blows. If that's going to be a travel. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, the Denver Nuggets come to town, tipping off a homestand for them. Then on Wednesday, Los Angeles Clippers will come into town.
And it's going to be home game after home game after home game for this group. So they got a great chance to string together a number of wins given how strong they've been playing.
Jackson finds Walker. There's the lob to Jackson. It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
And checking out some stats for B-Train. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month, averaging about 15 points, 19 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
And the Natural's going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
First team foul.